Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saur. I'm a player with autism, and welcome back to Let's Play Replay Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, we did all of the job class missions for Conjurer in the last episode, from level 5 to level 30. And I was going to be able to get the job Soul Stone of White Mage after doing all of them, but apparently I'm wrong. So my guess is I gotta continue on with the story a little bit to unlock that mission. So we're gonna take on the mission that I was sent as an envoy for and go visit the other two locations in the Alliance. So let's talk to her first and then get on our airship. "'Tis good to see you up and about again. Tell me, did you pay the Elder Seer a visit, I'd? Appointed professional envoy! And now you are to bear the Elder Seer's missive, allies. Well, it seems you made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned honor with tireless hard work. Anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. I find myself praising you often of late, but Mother is truly proud of you. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us, and that, my girl, is some compliment." But I flattered you enough for one day, and I venture ahead to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea's a big old place. Now have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizon. The sky, quite literally, is the limit. Even if you've didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest you visiting the two other city-states once before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsalenza, City of Pirates, and Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, your sights on whichever lesser-torn region takes your fancy. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of now lives in shadow, beyond man's ken. It's a vulnerable playground for the weary-eyed adventurer like your good self. Mind you, it won't be all fun and games. Each nation its fair share of problems, for international strife to conflict with the beast tribes of their primals. Don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd, unsavory situation on your travels. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident you will push through and emerge the stronger for the experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea, Maria. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally look to the future. A period of great change is upon us, and you have a part to play in it. And if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. Alright. Ul'dah, I can get there on foot. But Limsa Lamenza, I need to get there by airship. So we're gonna go there first. Unless they give me a choice. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Limsa Lamenza is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Looks like I'm the only passenger for that destination. And there's that familiar tune. We'll see those two again. Farewell, Maria. One day, minstrels will sing your deeds. May we ever walk in the light of the crystal. Oh dear. Castrum orchids. I guess we're meeting the antagonists now. For this chapter.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. So we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
Why do you sound like Vader?
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved.
And how do you plan on doing that?
Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
that what I think it's going to be?
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at the Eorzea?
Hey, what hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor some doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Magitech? That stuff was used in Final Fantasy VI. Lenza Lamenza, a popular hub area, or so I'm led to believe by some friends of mine on this site. Now then, let's get moving. Who do I talk to? You. Oh, you must be the envoy from Gradania. Welcome to Lenza Lamenza. My lady, Admiral Blowfishman, awaits your arrival. Are you the Gardanian envoy? Welcome to Lenza Lamenza. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please, proceed to the crow's hose lift and at your earnest convenience. It will take you to the Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthiel. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Greetings, madam, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the Missepukeri. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford the, listen, and you understand. Please, step this way.
Enter. I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seedseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Bluefist, Admiral of Limso Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed grand companies. He's enforced the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of moral might. They had the other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Neville von Darnus, hells take him, instead intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon, whom Dalamond had, from the heavens and crashing it down upon our heads. Desperate to present this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Karechno and there met the 7th Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Carento. And I have seen a full many. But though we gave no quarter, her spared heard not one ozone of effort. We could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of the Dalamon came a winged nightmare. A dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of breath, legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas if the whole world was burning. Words cannot describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was rat beyond all knowing. Were Archon Loisius still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfortunate happenings. Alas, he is not. I fear we will want hunt for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastations, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild anew now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I seek not only the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its calm of Eorzea. The Imperials crowd of our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all. Oh, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea. And this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. I, Kanisena, has the right of it. I accept her proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seatseer receives my reply. You traveled next to Udal, yes? Pray give my regards to General Ruban. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it to all the same. Fare you well, Maria. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. Next up, Uldal. But I've already been there, so I can easily teleport to it. It'll cost me a few gil, but worth it. Just to speed things up. Now then. Let's head to the palace. For those of you that plan on doing the Blue Mage, you'll be coming to this town a lot. If you're looking to become a paladin, talk to this knight. just took the long way around. Okay. Why am I not seeing... None may enter the fragrant chamber without permission. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. Okay. Why am I not proceeding? Well, fudge. My business in there is not done yet. So I gotta fly back over there. I jumped the gun. A little too soon. So, I need to get to the elevator, pay my fare to get over to that town again, take care of whatever else I need to do over at Lenzo Lemenza, then teleport back here. Hey. Now then. Lenzo Lemenza's... No. Ulda's... port for the, airships. It's right next to this entrance. I'll meet you guys back over there. Okay. Welcome to the Drowning Wench, the town tavern of Lenzo Lemenza. Now, where do I go from here? It's been a while since I've done these missions, so I have trouble trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going for these missions. Downstairs, maybe? I gotta attune myself to the crystal of this town anyway. There's a yellow jacket in this town. You'll find him in this plaza, but only until after you complete the first line of story quests at level 50. You'll find him standing over here somewhere and begin the Blue Mage quests. Favorite job class in the Final Fantasy series. Now, where am I supposed to be heading? Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. Menzo La Menza. Upper decks. I am on the upper decks. This is the upper decks, right? Oh boy, this is one of those events that's gonna become a time waster. I hate those. Better start running, Maria. Let's see, this is the Marauders Guild. I'm not looking to become a marauder. And I'm not looking to become a rogue either. Crow's Lift, huh? Where is that? Oh, I gotta go to the airship landing. Feel like an idiot. Oh my god, I'm having a big brain fart today. That just wasted a couple of minutes. Now we're back on track. Heading to Ul'dah now. When I could have just teleported over there. But no, we have to go through it the long way. Welcome to Ul'dah, officially. Hey, a white mage. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. We expecting you. Flame General Ruban has received you from the Fragment Chamber. Please take the lift down to the hug string strap and walk along the Bartholomew, who as the royal Parliament. I can't read today either. Just for the hell of it on this location. I feel like Maria would like to dress up for this one. fellow white mage. The Gardanian envoy, I presume. Would you be so kind as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madam? My thanks. Yes, the seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartano. I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happens that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? So my counterparts has educated you. Oh, trust Merlwip to make light of our wolf problem. Woman always did have a black sense of humor. Wolves are bloodless thirsts upon which one cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So it was when the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use magic tech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solius Zos Gelvis, they swiftly brought the other nations of Iselbard to heel. And so, the Legatus became an empire, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 her winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why Garleans have been quiet of late. 'Tis the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. And their commander, Legatus Gaius Van Balasar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gardania and Limsa Lamenza as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get back up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals summon. We are a realm-divided adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolves cares not for their plight of its prey. The Garleans stir her, and the admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire. Even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more. That much is clear. And in order to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. He will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the audience? Syndicate? I speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedsayer will have my reply. Hey, Anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Now take an airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Before you who may board an airship, you must pay a required fare of gil. We know. What's our next mission? Information that may be of interest. Okay. Ah, my lady envoy. I trust your stay in the Sultanate it has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. Once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with the Bairden, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he had a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Bardon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your service. Well then, back to Limsa then. Change my clothes now. Back to what I was wearing. And let's see what our job is. Over there. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Aye, I'm Bairden. Alright, who's asking? Ah, heard as I've got a job for a capable venturer, ye say? Well, ye bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things liable to get drowning bleeding are high. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. Okay, one more. It's probably pirates. This is the last mission, and then everything from story missions here on out is all connected for all 3 continents. I think ye be talking the time to help me out. Oh, now, I be sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Seagrot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up North Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the fishback pirates unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you will permit me, Master Burden, and I should be happy to elaborate. Well, well, if it isn't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Comrade Reiner? Come to make sure we patrons are behaving or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you have requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could shift to the recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after the squad of my own soldiers has completed a routine patrol of the region. The Sastasha Seagull included. Their search revealed little save that a family of corsairs have taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search there again. But with the Shagan testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to a limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it's settled. Head there in the western La Nosa for more detailed instructions on how to reach the place. I suggest you consult Vanilpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard him, man. Good luck to you, lass. Alrighty. Now I gotta go to the lower decks. Let's see, this way I think to the stairs. other way. Speed up a little bit. You hear about Comrade Ryder's investigation, then you'll want to board the ferry for Elport. Once you arrive in the western Lanosha, though, you best pay the visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder her into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you. Train with the skills you'll need to face the dangers waiting for you at the Sigrat. The hall is on the way to that location, just north of Ailport. Head inside, and once you're all set, best of luck to you. $40 gil, that's nothing. Now then. You must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sigrat. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what epic tales you would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training where we here at the Hall of Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The myth here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register her for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all of our orders, our masters at the teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the Sigrat, and he will flourish you with the details of your duty. Okay. I am prepared. I've done a few group works, so I'm just gonna go up north. This isn't my first time doing this mission. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty, and not some daft sot out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasting waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received heard of questionable quality and have been seen passing in and out of the Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them myself, but if this lot belongs on those fishback fancying serpent ravers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue-faced tattoos. Alrighty. Yeah, we know. And I think I'll end it here for today's episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. When we come back, we will take on this cave. Hopefully with some players that are actual companion players instead of the NPCs. So if you enjoyed today's episode and would like to see more, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring that bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes Saturday and Sundays. All of this helps my channel to grow so you have more videos to enjoy. Until the next episode, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks.